For me, okay? Alright. Perfect, okay. Hi guys, I'm Anna. I was here last week, you may remember, because everybody was so disappointed that I wasn't here to play guitar, so I brought a guitar. And obviously, by the looks of it, I'm not here to play it. I have to take it home because my son wants it back. You may also remember from last time that I was a furloughed federal employee. That is no longer true. The government is back.
Yeah.
Thank you to our wonderful Congress members. Okay. So the government's been back. I went to the office today, commuted in, it was lovely. The government was closed for 43 days for those keeping track. And you know, once we hit that 40-day mark, it really made me think about how, like in the Bible, Jesus wandered the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. You may not know that if you didn't go to Catholic school like I did.
Right here.
And you know, Jesus was tempted in the desert many times, and he didn't give in to the temptation, unlike the Senate. And, you know, they saw Jesus go into the cave, so they thought they had to cave. I can see how they would make that mistake. Like I said, 43 days is a long time, and you know, in Catholic religion, that 40 days is referred to as Lent. Usually you give up something like, you know, fried food or chocolate. You know, in this case I gave up my paycheck, so it hurt a little more than a sweet treat. Yeah, I wish it was just that. But, you know, like I said, I went to the office today, and the commute hits a little different in the winter. You know, I really like the commute in the summer because you can wear whatever you want. But, you know, in the winter, you can either be cute or you can be warm. Okay, there's no in between. And I learned a long time ago it doesn't pay to be cute. Okay? And I learned that when I went to San Francisco for a concert when I was in college. And I was looking all cute, you know, I had my boots on, it was a country concert, had my skirt, my tank top, my millennial emotional support jean jacket, right? And I was doing really good until about halfway through the concert. The sun went down, and it's very true what they say, that the coldest winter you ever spent was a summer in San Francisco, because I learned that. I was freezing my butt off, but you know, something about being in your 20s, you're stubborn and you're broke, and you're not going to humble yourself and go to the gift shop and get the sweatshirt you desperately need. So you're just going to stick it out for the whole concert, which is exactly what I did. I'm pretty sure I got sick after that. But yeah, so after 43 days, you know, I went to go put on my work pants, and they were fitting a little snugglier than they were before. And so I had to go shopping. And you know, when you go to the mall as someone in your 30s, you're kind of somewhere in between Banana Republic and Talbot's. Right? You're not quite young enough or skinny enough anymore to go to Banana Republic. Like, you walk in there and you're like, hey, can you help me? And they say you should shop online. Like, we don't have anything in stock for you here. And I said, okay. And so usually where I always end up is JCPenney. You know, I just never lose at JCPenney. I love JCPenney. I know it's weird. But, you know, they have clothes for real sizes for real people. That's not sponsored. I just love going there because I never lose when I go there. But the thing about going shopping is that there's mirrors in the dressing room. And you know, there's the one dressing room where it's just one singular mirror right in front of you. That's fine. I'm 100% fine with that. It's the one where you get what I call the tri-mirror. It's two mirrors on the side, one in the front, and God forbid there's the mirror in the back also, so you got the 360 view. I don't want that, okay? I don't want that at all. That's one way to find out that you're getting a little heavier, okay, is to go shopping. And then to go on vacation, which usually the shopping precedes the vacation, right? You go on vacation, you're like, I've been walking, I've been writing my comedy routine, I've been watching my show on my walking pad, you know, and I'm feeling good about myself. And then you go on vacation, and Aunt Stella breaks out the iPad, and she's taking pictures of you from every angle imaginable. And you're like, oh my God. You're like, chin fat, back fat, you got a hump back here, you got your butt. You're like, I didn't know I looked like this from so many places. And the first day of the vacation, you're like, well, I'm trying to be good. I'm still on my health journey. Okay. Then you look at the pictures and you're like, you know what? It's vacation. We can be a little bit bad. by day 2 or 3, you're just looking at the pictures again, you're like, clearly what I'm doing isn't working, so let's just go all in. I'm just gonna go all in on this vacation, eat whatever the hell I want. Just live it up, right? Because like, why? And you know, another scary place with mirrors is the gym. And I know it's for the experienced people to like check their form and really like figure out they're doing it right. But you know, for people like me, I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't even know what I'm doing, period. So I don't need the mirror. Okay, it's just dissuading for me. I think there should be a part of the gym for brand new people with no mirrors and only 3 things, like the treadmill, that staircase thingy, and the bike. And the fact that I call it staircase thingy is how experienced I am, you know. And it's just like really plain, like clear instructions about what it is that you're there for and all this, because, you know, and again, no mirrors, because I don't want to see anything I'm doing. Like, if I was there to look at myself, I wouldn't go, okay? I could do that at home and feel bad. So, but yeah, so you know, there's a lot of things that preceded going back to work today. So, you know, there was trying on the pants, there was the shopping, you know, you get your eyebrows done, nice girls. And then I went to go get my hair cut, and the lady, if you saw me last week, my hair was kind of like down to here because I grew it out for the shutdown. Kind of like a beard. And so I told the lady, you know, cute long bob, and she gave me the Karen. And it's just a misunderstanding. And so I was in Amazon Fresh right before I came here, and I had to be like really polite because I like asked a guy for help. I said, do you know where the salsa is? And he thought I was going to whip out my phone and start recording. And reported to the manager. I said, I know, please, I'm a good person, I just got a bad haircut. But yeah, so I made it here tonight, and it was so lovely to see you guys, and you've been a great audience, so that's it.